Hey, my Liptons. So I wanted to come in here and do a pop culture video. It's actually been a minute. Been a minute since I did like more so of like pop culture news or pop culture anything. Um, because I've been putting a lot of my focus on like the superhero stuff of things, X-Men and that, and Bollywood and just wrestling. So I've been doing more so of that because I feel like that's been really catching my eye, catching my interest, some of the pop culture stuff that I've been seeing, and I mean this across the board, pop, hip hop, all across the board. It's been corny to me, especially on the hip hop side of things. It's just, it's corny. It's corny. That's why I didn't talk about it on my channel, the whole Drake and his rap beef situation that's going on with Future, and because to me it's corny. Like all of them are corny to me, so I didn't care really to do a video about it. I just been watching other reviews and I left it at that. But I wanted to come in with some pop culture news there because I did want to get into a few things on this video. I don't want it to be too long. But I want to talk about Courtney Love real quick. I didn't think I was going to talk about Courtney Love on my channel ever. But Courtney Love had a few opinions recently about Taylor Swift and Beyonce. I also want to talk about, obviously Taylor. Taylor got an album coming out. I want to talk about Jennifer Lopez. Y'all been dragging Jennifer Lopez lately, and I'm here for it. And last thing I'm gonna talk. Obviously, of course, I always have to talk about superhero news towards the end of the video because I'm a superhero geek. But let's talk about Courtney Love first. I'm gonna put Courtney Love, Beyonce thing. Just gonna talk about both. So listen, the fan bases are upset. The fan bases are upset. The Swifties, the Beehive, they're upset. So Courtney Love apparently said that she also said something about Lana Del Rey or something like that, that she needs to take 7 years off. Courtney Love is a cackle. But she said that, Taylor Swift is not important. And, she is the Madonna of the times, but she's not an interesting artist. And then this is what she had to say. This one was more interesting to me, I'm gonna be honest. She said that, Beyonce, like she loves the fact that Beyonce is coming into a genre where, it's majority white, it's mostly marketed to a white audience, and country music as a whole, the genre is mostly, it's more so white artists, and they tend to gatekeep country music. So the fact that Beyonce did come into this genre, it was cool for her to do. But at the same time, it's like, Beyonce's music, is not all that to her. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, what do these fan bases think, oh, she was being petty or she's being mean, or because, everything is hater, hater, hater. But I just think that, Courtney Love is giving her honest opinion about things. I think that, we live in times now where nobody can give an opinion. Everybody gets so butthurt and sensitive about certain things. And I can see why people feel like it was more mean when it comes to Taylor, because she said Taylor's not important. I think, Taylor's very important for her fans and for, what's going on in the mainstream. Her saying that she's not an interesting artist. Listen, even though Taylor Swift, personally for me, I like a good amount of her songs, and I like a good amount of her songs, and then there's other songs is like I can do without. But personally for me, I just would never go to a Taylor Swift concert. It would not be my cup of tea, because one, I wouldn't know a lot of the tracklist songs, and it's just I would know specific ones. It would have to be very specific. Like it needs to be like her greatest hits. No pun intended to JLO, who I'm gonna get to in a second. It would have to be that for me to go to a Taylor Swift concert. Other than that, I'm not like, because I think that Taylor. While I think Taylor is really good as an artist, I do think that there are areas where she lacks at. It's just her stage presence. She tends to lack. Sometimes her vocals are not all the way there. I will give Taylor her props for, singing live and doing that. But there are times where I just think that sometimes her vocals are strained. So for that, it's like, okay, there's room for improvement. But Courtney Love gave her opinion on that. She just doesn't find Taylor Swift to be very appealing. And listen, this could be her opinion. If we're gonna be honest, the way Taylor, and I said it on the channel, at this point, it Travis, what's his name? What's the boyfriend's name? Travis Kelce? Yeah, Travis Kelce. If Travis Kelce does not marry Taylor Swift, someone said this on Twitter and it had me cackling. If he does not marry this girl, end up marrying this girl, the NFL is gonna end up murdering him, like, because y'all did all, like, public, and like, I feel like this, to me, this is the most public Taylor Swift has ever been, really, in her relationship. Like, I know, like, she talks about it in songs, but like, during, like, when she's in a relationship with a person, usually she's very, like, private, very quiet. It's like, it's not out there like that the way this relationship is out there. So I'm like, Taylor Swift has been in a lot of people's faces, and the media reports on her heavily. So I can definitely see why people are kind of like, oh girl, like, get her out of my face, because sometimes when you see the same person all the freaking time, it gets annoying. But I think that's where Courtney Love is coming from that aspect of things. And maybe she's not really a fan of her music. It happens. People have those feelings. It is what it is. There's a lot of people, a lot of y'all faves right now on the Billboard who I'm not a fan of. But unfortunately, they had to be in my face. So there's that. When it comes to Beyonce piece, I'm not going to lie to you. There is also a part of me that also agrees with what Courtney Love is saying, because I feel like over time, before I felt like I was like, not beehive, but like an extreme Beyonce fan at one point. But I feel like I started to fall off on like the whole Beyonce train. I just felt like her music just became a little bit, it's just like there's just certain things I didn't like. Some of the beats that she picks, some of the her wording, some of the things that she talks about, some of the things, the rapping. I already know, I said it multiple times on this channel. I'm not a fan of Beyonce's rapping. It's very rare where I would like her rapping style, but collectively, most of the time, I do not enjoy it. I hate it, especially. So it's like, and y'all already know, I said it on this channel. Cowboy Carter, for me personally, it was still whatever to me. It still is whatever to me. There's a few songs I like. There's a couple of songs I don't like. But I can see why she said this. I think that if this was Beyonce, I Am Sasha Fierce Beyonce, or B-Day Beyonce, or for Beyonce, I think maybe Courtney Love's opinion would have been different. But I think that, once Beyonce started going down this like trap, route, this like, I'm just gonna be rapping, I'm just gonna be talking about my booty, I'm just gonna be talking about, so it's like, it comes to a certain point where it's like, okay, girl, okay, I know you can do whatever music you want to do, because you don't have to prove anything to anybody, but it's like, we still want substance from you, you know what I mean? So it's like, especially on the Cowboy Carter album, it's like, the songs that personally, for me, that I think I love, have more substance than the songs that, whatever she was talking about, that spaghetti song, it was whatever to me. And then on top of that, it's no shade. I don't have to bring this up. I feel like the only people that's really talking, there's nobody bumping Cowboy Carter in the. It's like, mind you, it's been, warm, hot over here on this side of town. I haven't heard not one song on the streets. It's not being played. It's not being played in the cars. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. So at the end of the day, I think Courtney Love is entitled to her opinion when it comes to Beyonce. I think that she gave a very respectable opinion. I actually think she respects Beyonce, if I'm going to be honest, because I think that, Beyonce, she knows that Beyonce is a great singer, but I just think Beyonce's song choices, especially of late, have been, so I think that's where Courtney Love's coming from. Or maybe I'm reading too much into it, but yeah, tell me what you guys think. Speaking of Taylor Swift, she's got an album coming out. So here's the thing. I am gonna listen to the album. I'm gonna listen to the album because it's like, there's so many people releasing albums, and I just saw like Billie Eilish is releasing an album. I'm like, girl, why are all these artists releasing albums? Like, is there something going on in the industry? Are some of these people going broke or something? Like, that's what I be thinking lately, because it's just like everybody's releasing something like, this year. It's so odd to me, but whatever. So she's releasing her album. Like I said, y'all know my pet peeve with albums is too many songs. And I have to be honest, Taylor Swift is one of those artists where she be packing her albums up. She packs it. Okay. At this point, you might as well put it in the storage. She be packing her albums with songs and songs and songs and songs and songs. I'm just like, girl, give us the bangers. Give us the bangers. Leave the rest out. Okay. Leave the fillers out. I get it. You know, that y'all need the fillers for the streamings, but leave the fillers out. Give us the hits. Okay, I want another vigilante shit. That's what I want from Taylor. Like, I need something like that. I need a banger for me. Personally, for me, I wasn't a fan of Cruel Summer. I just, when I hear it, I think the fact that vigilante shit didn't get more sauce on the radio, on, being played more, to me, is crazy. I think Cruel Summer is a little bit overrated, personally. But I'm gonna definitely listen to this album. I'm already, oh God, I'm already expecting, like, 5,500 songs on this album. Okay, I'm expecting like a million songs on this album. All right, I'm already expecting it. But I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna choose my favorites. I'm gonna do a review, and I'm gonna see what it gives. And listen, this title is very striking. So it's like, girl, you better give it to me on this album. Like, like I said, Ariana Grande gave us a banger album. Beyonce gave us a album. You're next, Taylor. Let's see what you got. And then obviously next after that is Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish is also releasing something, so I'm gonna be listening to that definitely. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens on this album. Who she's gonna, Taylor Swift loves to talk about her personal life. So let's see if she's gonna talk about the Joe guy, if she's gonna talk about Travis, if we're gonna, let's see what it gives. Let's see what it gives. So yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Listen, I don't know if the Illuminati is coming for Jennifer Lopez. But Jennifer Lopez has been getting dragged, y'all. Not just like the fans, but like the mainstream media, in a way. Like, they kind of been on Jennifer Lopez's ass. And I used to pray for times like this. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, and I know it sounds like, oh my God, why you don't like JLO? Jennifer Lopez is one of those celebrities. Like, have you ever seen those random tweets where, like, who is one celebrity who you don't like for no reason? I don't know. Jennifer Lopez is just one of those celebrities where it's just like, I don't like her, really. I think that, Jennifer Lopez, I don't know. It's just like me doing a deep dive into the whole Mariah Carey situation that happened, looking into Jennifer Lopez's career, how she got her rise, especially into music, and how much of that was manufactured, how much of that. And listen, I'm not saying anything that hasn't been already said about Jennifer Lopez vocals, music, anything like that. Y'all can go, y'all know what the tea is. I will say this, just to give a little bone to her. I have been a fan of her film career in the back, like in the early 2000s. Though I don't watch her new stuff. I just watch, like, the old stuff, like, Monster in Law, Enough. Those are my two favorite shows, or movies. Sorry. So JLo's film career has always been tea, like in her earlier career. But other than that, it's just like Jennifer Lopez has just been a shady character, and then on top of that, I don't know if y'all have still been. I mean, I haven't really reported much, since the last time I spoke about the whole Cassie settling the lawsuit. But, Diddy's still going through his whole, like, Diddy's going through some things. And the feds raided his house in I guess in Florida or something. And then now Jennifer Lopez's name is coming up in a lot. I think it came up like gradual, not like she's like they're suing her, but her name did come up about the shooting apparently that happened years ago when Jennifer Lopez was dating Diddy, and apparently Jennifer Lopez was the one that had the gun and passed it to Diddy, allegedly, where Diddy shot the girl. So it's a lot. It's a lot of shade. And then on top of that, once that happened, when Jennifer Lopez got locked up, that's when she turned from black back to her white Latina side and decided to go with Ben Affleck, and and all was good over there on that side of town. But Jennifer Lopez, as of late, and I don't know if y'all been catching up. they have been dragging. So the mainstream media has been catching Jennifer Lopez, what's been going on with her. Apparently, and I did not know this, she released an album. They're saying that the album didn't even do well. They're saying that initially she wanted to, I think it's called This Is Me Now or something like that, where she wanted to go on tour and the tour was not selling tickets. So she had to change the title, the name of the tour to like This Is Me Now, greatest hits. So now she's gonna be performing her greatest hits to attract more fans. So that's happening over there. They're saying the movie career is giving whatever. I think the movie that she did, I don't even know what film she released. They're saying that she put her own money, like her $20 million that she put into her own film that she wanted to release. And apparently that film didn't even do well. So it's kind of like, and on top of that, I heard that, she also released a documentary apparently. And I saw a clip of it on YouTube where she was trying to be this like, you know how it is with these celebrities when they try to be relatable. And like, there was like, it was so cringy. The scene was like where she was working out or something like that. And she was like, oh, I'm gonna like loosen up my hair to look like the same girl that I was from the Bronx. Like when I was like 14 years old. And I was just like, girl, when was the last time you went to the Bronx, Jennifer? No, when was the last time you stepped in the Bronx? Okay, it's like, girl, stop it, stop it. You're Hollywood now. Keep it. Okay. I don't like when celebrities do that. It's like, yes, acknowledge where you came from and do that, but it's like, don't try to make it seem as if like you're still that thing. And they made a correlation. I need to link the article here. I should have brought the article. They made a correlation with Mariah Carey when it comes to like her celebrity, where it's like we don't see Mariah Carey talking about some, oh yes, I'm still that hard girl that grew up in the trenches from Long Island, New York. I'm still that girl, even though I'm like a billionaire now. No, Mariah Carey's just like, bitch, I'm rich. Being festive is more fun. I'm working out in $8,000 gowns on some heels. It is what it is. Like she's comfortable being within her own skin now that she's no longer in that place in her life when she was back in all that. So it's like Jennifer Lopez is like in a limbo right now, career wise. And I have to say this, I have to be shady. I think that Jennifer Lopez thought that getting back with Ben Affleck, I'm not saying that, she doesn't love, because I think, I do believe that she does love Ben Affleck and she's always loved him and whatever, whatever. I actually think she loves him more than he loves her, but that's a whole different conversation. But there's also a part of me that feels like she wanted to use this marriage for like PR to, and to play into like the nostalgia of people's minds, like for when they were together back in the day. And I think that's kind of backfiring on her. It's like, she wanted to use this as a thing of, this is just my opinion. I think that she wanted to use the image of Bennifer to also further her, especially her musical career, because people are no longer taking Jennifer Lopez seriously in the music business right now. Jennifer has never won a Grammy, I don't think, at least. Jennifer has never been in these conversations. So it's like, and plus when you think of like the greatest artists of all time, especially now when people are talking about artists and who they think is the greatest, and then you always see Beyonce, you always see, Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, and I think Jennifer Lopez wants to be in those conversations. She does. Especially for Beyonce. Mind you, Beyonce and Jennifer Lopez, they're from the same era. They're from that same time back in the day. So it's like also seeing Beyonce, who's, from her time, still doing well, still selling records. Album is doing well. She's still performing. She can sing. I think Jennifer Lopez wants to be seen as that. And I think that she knew that she couldn't be successful doing that without maybe getting some PR out of the marriage. And she wanted to use that and play into the nostalgia factor of Bennifer to, get the fans behind her and get the fans to buy her things. But I don't know. The fact that you invested $20 million in a movie and it did not do well, girl, you should have never done that. But then again, we don't think of Jennifer as the big movie star like that for you to be investing 20 million. You could have invested a good like 5 million. 20? I mean, that's crazy. But anyway, I just think that, Jennifer Lopez, I don't think that Jennifer Lopez is necessarily a bad person. I just think that she tends to be like the bystander to a lot of things, and it gets annoying. It gets annoying. So that's what irks me about her. So, her getting dragged out like this, the fans have always dragged Jennifer Lopez, but the fact that the mainstream now is kind of like, girl, what is happening here? So, I don't know. She needs to figure this out for herself, and best to her. Lastly, I want to talk about Blade. I just saw this just now. It says here Blade is reportedly now set to take place in present days. Maya Goff is still in touch. Listen, y'all need to I hate that this is even this has dragged on for so long, and I discussed this on my channel. Y'all can go to my superhero talk playlist. I said, listen, Mahershala Ali is an Oscar 2-time Oscar winner. Mia Goff, she can act. Get them a proper script, get them a great script, and let them battle it out on screen for our entertainment. And it's like y'all have been playing in Mahershala Ali's face for too long. At this point, for years. Because when did The Eternals come out? Like, what, 2 years ago almost? Y'all still don't got nothing in production. Like, this is embarrassing. But I'm glad that y'all, I mean, better late than never, I guess. But at the same time, it's like, this script better eat. It needs to give what it's, I need a masterpiece. Y'all waited this long. I need perfection. Y'all done wasted Mahershala Ali's time. Y'all done wasted Maya Goff's time. Y'all done wasted the production's time. Y'all wasted too much time. Like, y'all have all this money. Y'all can't come up with a good script. Like, what is going on, Marvel? That's the thing. Marvel has also gotten really big-headed. Even though I think that they're getting a lot of positive press with this whole X-Men 97 series. They're actually getting a lot of good press from this. This actually... X-Men low-key kind of saved Marvel's image, I'm not gonna lie, because it brought a lot of people together, from what I'm seeing on YouTube and everything like that. So it's like they need to really, really continue on that road and making sure that they produce proper script writing, costume design, hair, CGI. Things need to be put well. Y'all have way too much. Y'all have billions upon billions of dollars. What are y'all doing with that money? Invest, Marvel. Invest it into your characters. Invest it into these scripts. Invest it into these movies so that us as fans can have a good time. And so that we as fans can also contribute. Go watch your films. Because at the end of the day, when we buy a movie ticket, we contribute to the film success. So, I want this film to do well. I want Blade to do well. I also, there's a part of me too that wants the vampire fetish in me that I had back when I was like in middle school, when like Twilight, Vampire Diaries, True Blood was like a thing and it took over our culture for a moment. I want that to come back in me. So y'all need to make this vampire thing work. Okay? I don't know if it can ever be recreated like how it was, because we were mesmerized back then. But y'all need to bring it back. Y'all need to at least try. At least try. Give us something. Either way, y'all. That was my thoughts on that. Please know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get up to 900 subscribers. The goal is to get up to 1,000. And I'll talk to you guys later.